Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to, I believe, yeah, this is the fourth and final chapter, I think, of Burn the Witch. This was supposed to be a four-part mini-series, and then we're gonna get some sort of anime. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be like a full-on series, like a television series, or if it's gonna be a movie. Personally, I thought it was going to be a television series, because this feels like, this is gonna be adapted into like the first episode or two. But then I think I heard somebody mention a movie, so I don't know if it's actually going to be a movie. This to me doesn't feel like movie kind of content, though. You know what I mean? But I could always just totally be wrong. The past two chapters, though, I have really started to feel the potential here, the potential in this series. Now, for me, I think if I were Tite Kubo, what I think this series should have done, you need to stick with the strengths of what you've written before. And the strengths of Bleach weren't really the story. Bleach's story was never really all that great. There'd be a pretty cool moment every now and again, like a lot of the stuff with the Gote 13 and the Rukia Rescue arc right at the beginning. But for the most part, the strength of Bleach came from having a large cast of characters who were kinda somewhat semi-developed, but they had really cool character designs, they had cool fights with one another, and it all took place in a really awesome setting. The world of Bleach was really what carried the series so much. So I think stick with those strengths. Develop this world. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be basically the same world, but in a Western Soul Society. So stick with that. Develop this world, make this world really cool, give us this big cast of characters that have cool fights with one another and have cool character designs. Just focus on the strengths. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be anything game changing or anything, but I think it could be totally fun. I would totally read if it gets a full serialization and continues on. I would totally read this. Just because I liked Bleach, I like this so far. I'm really seeing the potential in it more and more. So yeah, that's what I would like to see from it at least. And also I noticed one other thing, clicking onto this two-page color spread at the very beginning of Chapter 4. It was something I mentioned with Sullivan Squire last chapter, but they had some sort of like astrology symbol on their back. I don't know if it's like Scorpio or Leo. I think it might be Leo actually. I think I got it wrong. But I noticed when I clicked onto this, I forget his name, the guy second from the left beside knockoff Basby. He has that on his glove. And then I also noticed, I think it's the Aquarius one on, her name is Kuntnire, on Kuntnire's hat. Now, I don't really know a lot about astrology very much. Most of what I know is just from references in video games and anime. But I don't see any on any of the other characters here. So does that mean there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 of them here. Does that mean there's going to be 12 or 13 overall? And it's going to be like the Gote 13? And was there an Eastern Zodiac reference in the Gote 13 somewhere that we missed this entire time? Also, Kudnire's outfit. Yeah, also, I was about to say Sullivan Squire Best Girl because I had no idea during their first introduction that they were a woman until last chapter. When they said yes ma'am, and I was like, wait, they were a woman this entire time. But now in this panel you can definitely tell. But no, not Best Girl, because Ninny, clear Best Girl. But moving on, the title is If a Lion Could Speak, We Couldn't Understand. So let's see how this finishes off. I guess maybe they're gonna cliffhang us leading into whatever the anime's gonna be. Huh? What? Me? You're after me? Why? Says Balgo. I don't get what you're talking about at all. What? You haven't told him anything? Well, guess the smallest mercy you can give a dead man walking is not telling him exactly when he's gonna bite the dust. Whoa, those are some scary words to go with that scary face. I like Balgo. I like this. I like the main cast. Like the main trio of Noel, Ninny, and Balgo so much. Ninny, let's split up. I'll shoot a spark off on the count of 3. 'Kay. Would you rather take Balgo or Macy? You've seriously got to ask. I also like Macy. I think she could be a cool fourth member of the main cast. Haven't got a clue what you two are jabbering about, but that guy's got a target on his back everywhere in Reverse London. Just where are you planning to go? Again, develop Reverse London and everything that's going on here. I think this could be a really cool world and have a ton of potential. And we have Macy watching Ninny. Bruno? I hear Ellie's voice getting closer, she thinks. And we see Ellie coming in. Ellie, sorry, haven't got a use for you anymore. And it looks like he's blasting her away. It disappeared. Was that stealth scale? Actually, when I first saw it, I thought it had come out of the darkness, but that's not what happened. It had been erasing itself. You gotta be screwing with me. Okay, so that must be like, stealth scale must be a version of some of the techniques like we saw back in Bleach. Okay, gotta be screwing with me. You telling me it used stealth scale? That ain't a trick any dragon can use. And then it cuts, what was his name? Bruno. It cuts his dragon's wing, it looks like. And then goes up into the sky. This looks really cool. Is this still Ellie? Yeah, it is, because the head is still the same. It's like it evolved or transformed. And it lands. Ellie? That's so cool. What is that? It completely changed shape and size. And if dragons are like this series' version of Zanpakuto, it'd be so cool. What's going on? It's likely that it molted in the moonlight. What's up with that? Then it's almost like it's... Not almost. It is. Stealth scale, molting in the moonlight, and those 6 talons. Without a doubt, that thing's one of the Marchens. Alright. What's a Marchen? They're rumored to have existed even before the formation of Reversed London. 7 dragons likened to and named for fairy tales. Snow White, Red Dress, Golden Axe, Bubbles, Sugar House, Band of Animals, and, said to only molt into a full-fledged dragon in the moonlight, Cinderella. Okay, so Ellie is Cinderella. Cinderella. The origin of the name comes from its distinctive biology, as it only matures nocturnally. Or maybe even though for some reason, like, there aren't 7, like, zodiac symbols or whatever, so it's weird that there are 7 tops of horns, but there are 7 that we just saw in that first panel, and now we're hearing about 7 dragons. So maybe they're going for a 7 motif here? Weird that they would include the zodiac symbols then. Alright. Comes from its distinctive biology as it only matures nocturnally, as well as from star ash, the dust that it scatters when agitated. Anything that comes in contact with that dust. And we see a bunch of explosions. Okay. Is engulfed in light. According to my reference book. Why'd they dress it up like that? Those are just bombs. Balgo Parks, we're taking a rain check on your elimination. Marchens are the progenitors of dark dragons. They're designated wicked dragons and are permanently authorized for elimination. Humanity's hypothetical enemy. Never thought I'd see one with my own eyes. Now that's electrifying. And he puts on a mask. Wait, you aren't gonna fight that thing. Don't be stupid. I ain't fighting it, I'm killing it. Couldn't ask for a better opponent to gain some recognition. Better not get in my way, you little snots. Think you can manage with just 3, Rickenbacker? And then it growls back at him. Attaboy. Alright, and he's mentioning that because one of its wings got all caught up. He's seriously heading over. Niha, let's go with a frontal attack. We'll request reinforcements from HQ. I prefer we not. What? You're talking nonsense. It's not as though this has nullified Balgo's punitive dragon designation. If we request reinforcements, they will kill Balgo. I guess they could, but even HQ wouldn't do that in an emergent... And we have the scales falling toward them, and then they explode. What the heck is this? Is Star Ash alive or something? I haven't got an inkling. What'd your book say? A Marchen is simply a dragon with a name. My book only contains information about the legends. Alright. And now we have Bruno heading over to it still. And he has these paint canisters on his back. Oh yeah, because he was the head of inks. And he sprays down a symbol. Release code 0575. Unlock. Get over here. Hunger Shadow. So it's almost like maybe dragons aren't like Zanpakutos. Maybe he's just a summoner of some kind. And then it latches on to Cinderella's face. Tear into that thing. And it gets blown apart. Even Hunger Shadow couldn't draw a drop of blood, huh? Yo, you twerps finally decided to show up? Where'd you leave those two? Somewhere safe? Where safe? We left them somewhere. Almost anywhere else is safer than here. You ain't wrong here. Cover me. We break the horn of the crown artery on its head, and Cinderella's a goner. Are you certain that that isn't simply a legend? We're fighting a fairy tale here. What else are we supposed to rely on, huh? If you provide backup to help me beat that thing, it'll pump up your value. I'll even accept your transfer to the inks. Not really interested. I don't recall asking for that. You're really getting on my bloody nerves. Alright, and then all three of them separate. High up in the air, starry paths, nice horizon, white alva in formation, leads wreath, light right, to skyward sight and there terminate. Spell number 68, supernal jail. Okay, oh, this is, again, similar, it's obviously, like, pretty much keto. But, gosh, I forget what the one that it's similar to was called. And I wonder if it is, like, basically the same keto. I would have to look it up, though, because it's been so long. Good going, twerps. Release code 2028. Unlock. Get over here. Greedy curtain. So it is almost like he's a summoner. And it looks like it's saying, like, just choke. It's interesting the way it looks like graffiti coming down out of the portal. I know this thing won't kill you, but as soon as you stick your head out, and your time's up, Cinderella. And it's starting to get blown outwards. They all react and get blown back. Bloody hell, thing's still alive. Guess your own blast can't kill you, you monster. That does seem to be the case. What's up with that? That's no fair. You okay, Noelle? I'm doing just freaking dandy. And then it looks over and starts flying. What's going on? Where's that thing headed? It's heading our way. Shields up. Why, yes, get mad at him, not us. Wait, Ellie might be coming here to see me. Again, I would prefer if Ellie just stays with them and listens to, Macy. There has to be some other way than killing. Are you seriously still going on about that? Ninny, concentrate. And it's, still exploding toward them. Nina. Wait, stop, Ellie. Don't you recognize me? Ellie? And it shivers. And they have to block it from, blowing her up. I already told you that isn't going to work. No matter how much you love them, you just can't reach someone you can't get through to. How long are you going to keep insisting that the dragon will give you strength, or that it'll take you somewhere special? You can stop talking like this is a fairy tale. Nina, aren't fairy tales full of it? What's so great about magic if it fades in the middle of things? You broke a promise, so, oh well. Time's up, so you're out of luck? What's up with that? Sounds stupid. You and everybody else have no idea why the spell wears off. But the reason it fades partway through is because the power was never yours. Macy, we're the ones who cast the magic, aren't we? It's coming, Ninny. Okay then, let's do this thing. Noelle, anything I can do? There really isn't. Why don't you clutch the pipe we gave you and go tremble in the corner? You sure didn't mince words. If you get it, then get back. Make sure Osashi doesn't get hurt. I got it. Let's just wait quietly together, Osashi. And then the pipe forms a sword? His reaction face. What's this? I should be the one asking that. Wait, seriously, what's up with that sword? Is it coming out of the pipe we gave you? How is that logical? Cinderella stopped. Oh? And the crown does get broken. Damn. And it was somebody all the way from the building. It's Billy Banks. Was that his name? Good grief. Did I do that? What? Why aren't we getting any compensation? It's not nothing. Come on, take a closer look. 5 points and 5 pounds is as good as nothing. There's no way I can accept this after we slayed a legendary dragon. I'd say it's impressive you're not in the negative, considering they docked you for all that property damage. Besides, it says here that Director Bangknife is the one who delivered the finisher. What? How did they figure that? He didn't kill it either. And by either, you mean it wasn't you. Well, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Patchworks is collecting and preserving Cinderella's corpse. Okay, that sounds sketchy. Also, come on, get in here. Oh, there were more than 7. Because of course there were ones missing, like the leader of Patchworks. John... Macy, what the hell? You're not going to tell us to conserve her at our house, or at our houses too, are you? Oh, sure are sharp, aren't you? That's right, we determined she's a light case of a dragonclad, so you'll be serving her, conserving her at home. Sounds like a recipe for fun. I didn't ask for your opinion. This seems like it'll be fun, doesn't it, Nina? Do you actually understand your situation? Don't agree with the chief. Chief? What will happen to Balgo? Oh, right. This is Balgo Parks' punitive dragon release application. I never expected this to come from you. If I recall correctly, the investigation determined that Balgo Parks came into contact with Macy Balger 2 months ago. If that served as the trigger for Cinderella's appearance, that is enough reason to keep him alive. That is, if he is our trump card for eliminating the Marchens, so they're just using him as bait then. But also this is cool because Bruno's probably doing this sort of to return the favor to keep him alive. And now we see Sullivan. Junior, you scoundrel. I'm relieved to find I did not overestimate the son of a hero. Oi, get this crack in the glass patched up. Yes, right away, Director Squire. Welcome back, Noelle. Okay. So she said Junior then. So then she must be talking to, Banks then? I'm relieved I didn't, to find I didn't overestimate the son of a hero. So the original Banks must have been the hero then that she's referring to. Alright. Because she sees the hole in the glass is where he shot from. Alright. Oh, welcome back, Noelle. The chief just came by to take my pipe and mantle. Looks like I don't get to keep 'em. Ah, well. And she hugs him, it looks like. What is it? Noelle? Huh? Did something bad happen? No. So, something good then? Yes. Good for you, Noelle. Okay. That's cool. So, that's our end for now. Pretty alright. It was an alright chapter. I think that compared to the first two, I don't know, I just don't prefer it to them. It was still really good though. I still see a lot of potential in these characters and fleshing things out. It just feels like killing off one of the Marchens so easy and so early, if that's what really happened, is kind of but there is some sketchiness going on there with Patchworks. This obviously feels like just the kickoff to a much longer story. Because now we're introduced to the concept that there are 6 more. Again, that there's the sketchiness with Patchworks, because I do not trust them taking and preserving the dragon corpse. There's got to be something sketchy popping off there. So it does seem like there's a lot more story to be told that we're just getting into, which is cool. The characters, again, I'd like to see them develop more. If the characters do just have sort of dragon companions, I really kind of wanted Ellie to stay with Macy, but it is what it is, I suppose. I guess that is it. So thank you so much for watching. So like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, asking, I'll give you one. If you want to help support the channel to help me continue to make these videos, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Whenever there is more, if the manga ever gets fully serialized and continues, or whenever the anime comes out, I'll do videos on that. But yeah, for now that is it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.